My name is Quentin Hall, and today I will be diving into what Pear Deck is and how to use it and integrate it into a classroom. So, what exactly is Pear Deck? Pear Deck is an interactive tool that transforms presentation slides into more engaging lessons by adding interactive questions and activities directly within a Google Slides or a PowerPoint, which you make. So, to begin, we are going to want to open up our browser and search up peardeck.com. After doing that, it should bring us to this screen here, and we're going to want to press sign up. After pressing sign up, you're going to want to go ahead and sign up with whichever platform you intend to sign up with. I plan to sign up with Google, so I'm going to sign up with Google. And I've already created an account, so it's just going to skip right over. So after following the prompt and signing in, it should take you to a screen that looks like this. From here, we are going to then open up a Google Slide. From your Google Slides, you're going to want to then go to Extensions and go to this icon that says Add-ons and Get Add-ons. You're going to want to then search up Pear Deck and go ahead and install that. It might ask you to confirm any more details after this, depending on whatever platform you or software you intend to use or download it on. So you're going to want to download this extension and then reload Google Slides. Now, after reloading the slides that you have questions on or are going to present in class, you're going to want to then click Extensions and then click on the Pear Deck add-on and hit Open Pear Deck add-on. After opening the extension, the Pear Deck extension, you can see this screen pop up here on your right. So here in my slides, I have questions that I want to make interactive. So based off this question, I want my students to answer in text form. So I'm just going to go ahead and come over here and click text. And you're going to want to then click add to slide. Keep in mind when adding this to slide, you're not going to want to delete this down here or else it's not going to make the slide interactive anymore. And students will then not be able to post their responses. Now we'll simply just go to our next slide and click back right here. And for this slide, I have a multiple choice question set up right here. So we're going to go ahead and click on multiple choice over here on the right hand side of our screen. Just clear that. And here you can go ahead and enter the options or the answer choices that you have. So I'm going to just put A, B, C, and you can add another option if you have more than three. The correct answer to this question will be C, and then we are going to add that to slide. Wait a second, and boom. That has popped up to our slides, and now this slide has become interactive. And now moving on to the next slide, we're going to go ahead over here, and we're going to make this one a number question. So we're going to go ahead and press number here on the right side of our screen, bypass that screen, and now they can submit a number response after adding to slide or pressing add to slide. Sorry about that. And now we have a interactive question that students can input a number on this slide. From here, you can now continue to add slides or make any changes needed or necessary. Before we carry on, I'm going to go ahead and explain that if you click over here on these three dots, that you can either turn this require student logins either off and on for whenever you present your Google Slides. This will just require them to either sign in or log in with their email before joining the session. After getting your presentation set up, you're going to want to then click Start Lesson. And then in this, it's going to ask you either practice mode or graded mode. I'm just going to put it in practice mode since this is a little tutorial. And then you can either make it student paced, which it says right here that it allows you to get the power of Pear Deck engagement even when students are working through lessons at their own pace. Or we can do this instructor pace, which is the one that I'm going to select. This is if you want to do it in sync with class as you're presenting it. So I'm going to do it, click on instructor pace and have that set up. And next, it's just gonna tell you where your students can join the Pear Deck application, and then it's gonna give you the login or the code that you provide to the class before actually presenting. For the next part of this video, I will be doing this from a student's view and from what they see. When presenting Pear Deck presentation to the class, you're going to want them to go to joinpd.com, and it should bring them up to a screen like this. You will then tell the students to put in the code that was provided when prompting to launch the Pear Deck application. After entering the code, it's going to ask the students how they're feeling, and this is a pretty cool thing that they added, or they can skip. I'm feeling pretty good today, so I'm going to add happy face. As the teacher, you can actually see how many students have joined your interactive presentation. Now, when every student has joined, you can press Start Class, and here is what the teacher will see. Here, back on the student's view, you will actually see now they have a chance to respond freely and with whatever they may think is the proper answer. Now remember, with a teacher-paced activity or interactive presentation, students will not be able to go on or advance without the teacher's approval. From here, I'm just going to enter a response and press Submit Answer. Now that this is submitted, I can come back to the teacher view and press Show Controls. And you can actually see the responses if you come down here and press Show Responses. And somebody actually said Jack Sparrow. Now, after everyone completes or gets their answer, you can now click the next slide. And after coming to your next question in your presentation, you can see from the student's point of view that you can now see that there are the answer choice questions from the last slide that was inserted in from the teacher's point of view. Another note, as students select their answers, you can then go back to the teacher's view, or I will, and you can click on Show Responses again, and you can see how many students are still answering or have answered already. Go ahead and go to the next slide. And here is our last question in the presentation, which is how many coins are in the bottle? Coming back over here to the student's point of view, as they enter their response, you can come back to the teacher's view, and you can see that their responses will be put on a graph. And to end the presentation, we're just going to come over here in the bottom hand of the screen. And when saving it, you can go ahead and put a title name here. Random presentation is going to be my title name. And that basically sums up the basics for getting started with Pear Deck, which is compatible with Google Slides. Thank you for watching, and this concludes my presentation.